How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do a premiere draft from Bloomburrow. It is day like 5 of the format, and things are settling in and settling down, and apparently it's a very fast format. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch me streaming video games, leather crafting, Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. And with that out of the way, hey, we're ready. Pack one, pick one. What are we getting, ladies and gentlemen? Dream Do Entrancer. This is the one that, yeah, that's for the hops deck. Oh, it's so good too. Because if you keep bouncing this, you just keep tapping things down, and that's just really rude. I'm gonna take Dream Do Entrancer. I thought this was an uncommon too, but apparently it's a rare. Very, very good reason to be in the Frogs deck. Green is a very contested color for another set yet again, because green just kind of does a little bit of too much, you know what I mean? Even the junky green cards like Rust Shield Rampager and Junkblade Bruiser they still feel fine, you know? Yeah, we're gonna take this Dream Do Entrancer. God, there's so much alliteration and rhyming. Wouldn't mind seeing a Shoreline Looter actually, or a Shore Up, or a Pearl of Wisdom. Let's see, what is this? Creature can't block. When you gain life, each opponent loses a life. That's also not bad, but I'm going to take this Entrancer. That's a really good card, too. I don't know why that's here. Camellia the Seedmiser. Who passes these things? We're not really looking to go 3 colors, so we're just going to see what happens, essentially. This is a bird frog, right? This would go great with Dream Do Entrancer, right? But we're going to take Camellia, because this is the best card in the pack by far. Nice squirrel, not lord necessarily, but she can be. Also, I'm just noticing the art for the token, and that looks very good. Like there's this 3-dimensionality to it that I feel is created through either a collage aspect, like a 3D papercraft aspect, or something. Maybe, you know? I'm taking the Camellia. I'm surprised this got passed to us. I wouldn't mind a Huskburster Swarm. Everything is hard to pronounce in this set. Coiling Rebirth. That seems good. There's also a Huskburster Swarm. There's also a Long River Lurker. Target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever creature deals damage this combat, you may exile it. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. That's actually a really good card for the Frogs deck. But we're not in anything specifically yet. If the gift is promised and that creature isn't legendary, create a copy. That's also... Except it's I guess it's a baby version of it. I'm going to take the Coiling Rebirth, because that seems really good. Is it better than Lurker? I don't know. Lurker's really good for the Frogs deck, but I want to remain open. And this feels very good. Granted, giving my Frogs Ward 1 seems very good too. We're going to take the Rebirth. Not because it's a rare. Okay, enough rares now. I think we could take a Consumed by Greed. There's also a Into the Floodmaw. Non-land permanent or a creature. Wow, that's actually not bad. And then there's Overprotect. Trample, hexproof, and indestructible until end of turn. Aye, Jesus. Okay. So that cancels a green spell. Or, sorry, a removal spell. Right, the indestructible. Except for the ones that exile. Although, hexproof also just goes like, hey, right out of there. It could also win you a game. Giant Growth. Looking a little spicy here, huh? Runaway Together is also fine. Look at that cute art too. It's a frog and it's a weasel or an otter, and they're like, it's cool live together away from this wall. But I'm gonna take the Overprotect, because it can go into either one of these decks that we're slowly brewing. There's a Star Charter. Screw you, Star Charter. There's a Polywallop, which is great in the Frogs deck. Splash Portal too. This is great in the Frogs deck, but it's serviceable in the Squirrels deck, so we're going to take that. We're in one of those 2 lanes, or we're trying to be in one of those 2 lanes. It's a fantastic removal spell. Star Charter, thought you were a rare. There's also a Shore Up and a Runaway Together, but I think we got to take the Polywally. Ooh, a Wix Patrol. There's also a Dagger Fang duo. Is black just more open than green? Yes. There's also a Water Spout Warden and a Dire Downdraft and a Finch Formation. Target creature you control gains flying until end of turn. That seems very good too. I can't turn down a Wix Patrol though. Like, this is just such a good 2-for-1. Let's see. Dire Sight, not bad. Cash Grab, very good in the Squirrels deck if you just happen to have Squirrels. Junk Blade Bruiser, also just very nice. Fine creature in both decks. I think I'm going to take the Cash Grab here. Let's see. Calamitous Tide I like. Thornplate Intimidator is not bad. There's also a Head of the Homestead. 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. This is a sorcery speed version of that. Also a Light Shell duo and a Shore Up. Let's take... God, this is hard actually. Because I like the Head of the Homestead. I like the Shore Up. I like the Calamitous Tide. The Calamitous Tide also works well in the Frogs deck because you just bounce your frogs that you tap down. It's a Pearl Wisdom, Shore Up, Scales of Shale, and a Rush Shield Rampager. I like the Rush Shield Rampager the most of all these cards. There's a Sky Skipper duo. That wield. Is it better than Ravine Raider, Mind Drill Assailant, or Harvester? I think so. Being able to bounce one of your creatures, trigger its ETBs again. There's a Corpseberry Cultivator, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but there's also a Fountain Port Bell, which could be good if we just play all of the cards. I'm going to take the Cultivator for now, because it is a Squirrel, and Camellia, who we like first picked, like Squirrels, and we've just been ignoring that entirely. Early Winter, ooh. Alright, so Cruel Claws, Heist, reveal their hand, choose an online card, exile that card. If it was promised, you may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Okay. Plume Creed Escort's also very good. We're very low on, like, realistically good blue cards, so I'm hesitant to take Plume Creed Escort. Cruel Claws Heist. What's great about this is that you gift the card before you look at their hand, so if they draw something really good, you could just steal that. Choose a non-land card from it, exile it. If it was the gift was promised, you cast the card for as long as it did. I think I want to take that actually over Plume Creed Escort. I'm not really seeing too many frogs, and I think we passed a really good frog payoff too early. So let's take the Heist. There's also a Longstalk Brawl, which I've seen so many players confuse for a bite spell, and it's a fight spell. Yeah, let's take the Cruel Claws Heist for now. Waiting for my next pack, friendos. Ooh, what's this? One of your creatures die, create a food token. Yep. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-lands permanents. That seems not bad in these Squirrels that want to... We have very few Squirrels that want to make food deck. I'm going to take Scavenger's Talent. Create a food token. This only triggers once each turn. Sure. All my creatures are now food. I'm not going to take Cruel Claws Heist here. I think it's either between Nocturnal Hunger and Baker's Bane Duo. And I think we need cards like the Duo now. As much as I'd like some more removal, I think we need Baker's Bane Duo. And cards like it. Treetop Sentries. This also pretty good Squirrel card. It feels like we're very far away from the blue deck, the Frogs deck, simply because like I'm just not seeing them, you know what I mean? Like we saw a Sky Skipper duo, we grabbed that, but there's a Polywallop here. I would take the Polywallop over that, you know? And in fact we did. We have a lot of 4s, so we might want to get some ramp. We can get some of those 1/3 moles. It's weird because those moles, they seem very good, but also like they're too slow, right? There's something about them. There's something about them. For the common good, no. Stock in the pantry, no. Fountain Port Bell. Early Winter. We have an Early Winter. I don't think I want another one. High Stride, we have a combat trick. I think I take the bell in case we decide to splash for the Dream Dew Enhancer, if that makes sense. Because I don't think we're playing the Sky Skipper duo, but like the Dream Dew Entrancer, locking down something for like 3 turns, or just going like, you know what, you tap, I'm going to tap you down, you're like a token creature, and I just want to like draw cards. What is this? Daring Wave Rider, Otter Wizard. This is rough. Destroy target artifact. Nope. Dire. Downdraft. Ah, boy. Alright. I'm going to take the Dire Downdraft because there's nothing else good here for us. Wear down. There's another Corpseberry Cultivator and another Cash Grab. I'll take the Cultivator. There's a Blast. There's another Fountain Port Bell. I'm going to take Scales of Shield. No, we have a combat trick. Like, I'm not a big fan of playing more than one combat trick. Simply because one is enough to make your opponent keep guessing, but more than one, you either are playing them because you don't have removal, or you're very, very, very bad at card game, right? Because like a single combat trick is just like, God damn it, they're on something. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, right? But you know, we didn't get any of the cards that get back cards from our graveyard. Tangle Tumbler works pretty well with the Squirrels deck, so I'm going to take that here. Druid of the Spade. It's a rabbit, but we will have tokens, so it's a playable card. Between the food tokens, as well as Head of the Homestead making a bunch of tokens as well. High Stride, we'll take that just to cut the color a little bit more. And Shore Up. Mockingbird, me. Curious Forager, perfect. Absolutely fantastic in this deck, thank you. We're actually getting a good pack 3 pick 1. I would love a Baker's Bane duo as well. I don't think that a good portion of the player base realizes just how good Baker's Bane duo is. Just like a 2/2 that enters the battlefield and makes you a food token is fantastic. We're going to take the Forager because sometimes, yeah, this is just like, hey, I'm going to forage and get back a card. Fantastic. Yes, please do so. And we're going to be trying to put cards in our graveyard so much that this is going to feel really good. It's target permanent, right? Yes, it's target permanent, which is fine. But, well, more than fine. Balin, no. Balin the Haymaker. They think that's cute, don't they? When it enters, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. I will take that because I would... Oh god, there's a Lily Splash Mentor. Can we splash? Splash for the frogs? We have one Fountain Port Bell. Oh yeah. Let's try it. And Kestrel? Can we splash for Kestrel now? Overprotect number 2 now. Vine Reap Mentor. That's perfect. Yeah, that's something we want. Okay. We're going to try to pick up more fixing. Vine Reap Mentor is great. It's a squirrel. When it enters and when it dies, it makes you a food token. And it's just a 2-mana 3/2, which, you know, it can just buy you a lot of time. Tender Wild Guide. All right. I'll take that. I don't know. I don't like this Honored Dray Leader at all. Like, it's never been great. Or if you sacrifice the food. I'm sorry. We got to take this Tender Wild Guide. It's a mana dork. We need that. It taps for any color. And it can slowly grow huge and become its own win condition. I think we take that over the Overseer. The Dray Leader, again, I don't like it because sometimes it just ends up being like a 3-mana 1/1. And that's not great. Rush Shield Rampager or Paw Patch Formation? That's a good question, actually. I think we have 2 Rampagers. And I will take a Paw Patch Formation because sometimes making a food token and drawing a card, essentially cycling this, is good. And sometimes you need to kill a flyer. Sometimes you just outright need to go, that flyer's dead. Wandertail Mentor, that's pretty cool. Frog, Rabbit, Raccoon, Squirrel that entered this turn. Or another playable creature. I think we take another 3 here. I don't think that this does enough, and I think it's going to be bad for when we try to cast other spells. I think we just play the 2/3 that gets Trample. We're down. There's a Baker's Bane duo, baby. I like to see it. Love to see that. It's a cute little guy. There's another Head of the Homestead, but I think I want a Longstock Brawl, actually. We need some more removal. I'm probably thinking of cutting Scavenger's Talent. Dazzling Denial is cute, but we're not playing any of these, so there's no uncommons, right? What's the one that I have the least of? Thistle down players, sure. I like that they hit that strum. Yeah, let's play another Fountain Port Bell, actually. Just a little bit more fixing. I don't know if that's good, but we're playing it. I think that Fountain Port Bell is better in the... God damn. Is better in the... Do we have any really good blue creatures that I might want to play instead of what we have? Oh god, the Bone Cache Overseer wield. That's interesting. And so did this Rampager. Okay. We're doing things here. We're doing things. We're doing some things, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dickheads of all ages. And some of it might actually involve putting the Sky Skipper duo back in there. Not the High Stride, though. Get out of here. We're going to cut a Bell. We're going to cut a Heist. I'm going to get rid of Scavenger's Talent, actually. I don't know if this is good enough. It does make food tokens. Hold on. We'll see where we end up. We have 20 creatures that I think are good enough. Cree. Bone Cache Overseer was just a gift. Thank you, whoever passed that to me. Druid of the Spade, sure. We're gonna have tokens, so it'll be fine. Tender Wild Guide, yeah. Do want to make that like a big boy. I think we want one less island. Brawl, Talent. I feel like we cut Talent. Cash Grab is very good. Overprotect is... 2 untapped tokens you control. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. And you can put 1/1 counters on target creature with its activated ability. Which it can include itself. What's Coiling Rebirth do? Do we have anything that's good enough to get back? Maybe the Wix Patrol, actually. I do want to play 2 less of those. And we want to specialize more in like the black and green spells. That's 17 lands. Especially because we're not playing anything double blue and the blue cards are at the higher part of our curve. We have a Fountain Port Bell, so that's like 3 sources right there. Plus the Tender Wild Guide is a 4th source of blue. Now let's look at our removal suite. We got 2 Polywallops in early winter. And a Longstock Brawl. Scavenger's Talent looking worse and worse. Although, in grind... So, like, the Scavenger's Talent looks the best when you play it early, right? And then, whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. That's 6 mana. Maybe we don't need Coiling Rebirth then, if we're going to play Scavenger's Talent. And that cuts a 5, so that's great. We have 20 creatures. We need to cut down to creatures that we don't think are going to be super good here. We have 3 Rush Shield Rampagers. I'm going to cut one of those. I think our 4s are pretty spoken for, so maybe I'll cut another one of those, because then we have 2 5s and a 6. And that brings us down to 18 creatures. Tender Wild Guide, Druid of the Spade. All these creatures seem really good. That's the problem that I'm having right now. I don't know what to cut. I guess we'd cut 1 Druid of the Spade. And does Tangle Tumbler matter enough? I guess it does. It's like another creature, but it's also a very good creature. And we should have enough tokens to keep it running. I guess the question then becomes, do I want to keep Cash Grab? I think it's a very good card. So I think the answer is yes, as well as Overprotect, right? Early winter might be too slow. Let's cut that. The Paw Patch formation. I wish this said enchantment or artifact. That would have made this fantastic. Not that there's a lot of like super threatening artifacts, but I think that that's a cut. We do cap out at 6, but we do want to spend all of our mana, especially because Slowly Splash Mentor allows us to like rebuy ETBs. How many squirrels do we have? 9 squirrels. That's very good. Okay. We want to hit our mana drops, or land drops rather. So maybe it is the Tangle Tumbler. Maybe we're trying to do too many things with This is pay 1 life, draw a card. Maybe we're trying to do too many things with our with our tokens. Maybe the Tangle Tumbler is bad. It is though the best. No, kind of is. It's like the biggest creature we have. Like Wix Patrol, you know, is only a 5/3, so it dies to like a bunch of stupid things. Sky Skipper Duo is gonna like rebuy some ETBs, which will feel great, like for Baker's Bane Duo or Vine Reap Mentor, or hopefully something like Dream Duo in Transfer. And I think we have to keep the Talent Tumbler Overseer package, and it works really well with Camellia. So we need the Mana Dork, we need that Mentor. The Forager is like one of our many ways of getting cards back from the graveyard, and I think it's worth keeping. Druid of the Spade I think is very good as well. If I cut Longstalk Brawl, we're not going to have enough removal. And part of me even thinks I should add another Longstalk, the other removal spell. Fuck. This is hard, right? Like, Corpseberry Cultivator may be okay. Maybe okay. Whenever you forge, put a 1/1 counter on it. Otherwise, it'll allow you to forge for freezies for no value. This is so hard. This is so hard. Maybe I cut a land. Is that crazy to cut a land? Maybe cut a green source? Go to 41. 41-16. Screw with the algorithm. Done. Alright, round 1. Here's our first opponent with Sultai Critter Bounce? We'll find out. Let's see. This is keepable? It's kind of keepable. Overprotect is not, like, where we want to specifically be. Okay. Bone Cash Overseer. Where were you last turn? Not in my opener. I'll tell you that much for true. Flame Cash Gecko. What do you do? Add... Okay. So, Corpseberry Cultivator. Not foraging. No attacks. Activate only if... Okay, so they're ramping. Sure. I kind of wish we got one of those, actually. Although I don't know what else I would put in their deck other than that. Alright, so they're playing that for that. Next. Attack with this. One attacker. End turn. I just want to keep hitting my land drops. Alana's Pathmaker. Okay. Getting a land. Sure. Pass. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Okay. My turn. Cool. Land is great here. Next. I guess we'll just attack with this guy. One attack. Okay. Bonk. End turn. Opponent has 6 mana available to them. Okay. Holly Wally. Keep that off the board. No blocks. Take 2. Rust Shield Rampager. Okay. And that's the land. You're 4/4. Alright, so we got a 5 drop in there. Kill that. Do I want to draw here? Yeah, actually, I do, don't I? 1, 2, 3. Put a 1/1 counter on that. Attack with this. It's blockers. Next to damage. Activate this ability. Pay a life, draw a card. Rush Shield Rampagers is a fine follow-up to that. And we have a 5/3. And a 3/4 and a 1/1 that just draws us cards whenever we forage. Sure. Wix Patrol down. They do have a raccoon, right? Yeah, they do. So they can choose to loot. Sure. Tree Guard Duo. Oh no. That's bad. Sure, that's a 5/5. Surprised they didn't... Okay. Land here. Let's see. Yeah, I'd rather not. Alright, so... attack with this guy. Sure. I think we overprotect here. Next. Bong, bong. Just to get in and kill that thing. End turn. Because it acts as removal and also moves the clock forward a little bit. Okay, pass. Pass. No blocks. Pass. I'm gonna polywall up at the end of this turn to kill whatever. Right. Hopefully they play like something big that I can just kill. Alright. Steam Path Charger. Offspring 2. Cool. Land. Kill that, actually. Sure. Leaves me at 5. Druid of the Spade. Okay. We're gonna Rush Shield Rampager with Offspring. Autopay. Let's see, what do we have here? 1, 2... Sorry, not that one. This and... Polywall up. Submit 3. Make it a 5/4, or a 4/5 rather. No attacks. I will draw a card though. Because if it comes down to top decking, we need to be getting more cards out than our opponent. Oh no. Oh, I'm just dead. Because this thing, yeah. Well, good game. I block that, I just die. Yeah. But this thing kills me first. Damn. See what I told you guys about Blooming Blast? That card is amazing. Just being able to lightning bolt your opponent is just like, oh. Right, just, hold on. Blooming Blast. 3 damage to that creature's controller. If you have enough of them, it's just like, ew. Ew, stop lightning bolting me. You know, or it's really Searing Blood, right? 0-1 going into round 2. It's really Searing Blood, but still. I think it even has the less requirements than Searing Blood, because Searing Blood I think needs the creature to die. You just do the 3 to your opponent's face by giving them a treasure. And they don't get the treasure unless the spell resolves, right? So they can't like take the treasure and then choose to counter the spell, right? Here's our next opponent. 0-1 going into round 2 against a squee profile picture. Okay. Hey, we got to turn one of those. Okay, and a Fountain Port Bell. Perfect. All right, so we'll play the Overseer, actually get on the board, and then I'm gonna go grab a blue source and immediately take it. Okay, they have that. That's not great for us. Actually, what do you do? Let's do this instead. Because that way we could just block that and trade. Warren Elder, okay. I don't think they attack here. Yep. Alright, so let's play this, get a land. Get a blue source, I should say. Take action. Island. Activate to draw. Play Island. Because is it land? No attacks. And the next turn we can Dream Do Entrancer. Tap that down. I will definitely block that. You kidding me? Warren Elder, they can pump that, so no. Not falling for that. I'm not falling for that. You silly goose. Alright, so I can play this and it blocks pretty much anything, and we can forge and draw a card here. What's in our yard right now? Nothing, just that. Okay. Expend 3. Baker's Bane Duo becomes a 3/3. Submit food. Draw a card off of it. Draw a card off of this guy. And attack with this little dude. Oh, please, yes, yes, yes. Oh, Stalemancer Adept. Osteomancer. Oh god. Is that like bones? Okay, so we'll block like this. And if they have it, they have it. We drew like 2 cards off of it. Sure. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, so play this, and then what do we play here? This has reach 2, right? So we can actually just tap this little guy down, draw a few cards. We do have a squirrel, so if I cash grab, I can also Corpseberry Cultivator. Let's do this. This is... Okay, cash grab. Fill my yard. Okay, so this is a Curious Forager, which can get us back our Sky Skipper duo. Right. I'm not gonna sacrifice here. Oh, I guess I could just, 1, 2, 3? Right, 1, 2, 3. Forge that way. No attacks. Draw a card. I can Curious Forager grab the Sky Skipper duo. And that I think will be pretty good, but I think I want to... Sure. Dream Do Entrancer. Opponent's playing like they don't have any more tricks. Right? They're not throwing the Warren Elder at us. They even missed a land drop, so that's great for us. What can we do here? If I Dream Do Entrancer, I could tap my Bone Cash Overseer and draw 2 cards. And I think that's great. And then we can leave up Overprotect. Forage. Do I want to forage? Cancel. Decline. Just send that in. Is opponent really afraid of a 3/4? Feed the cycle. Destroy that. I guess I don't care enough about that, but that's fine, actually. End turn. This has reach, so... And we have an Overprotect in our hand. Glide. Dive. Duo. Sure. Pass. Okay. They surveil 1 here. We have a full grip. This background is making like a lot of noise. I hope it's not coming through too bad for you guys. My turn. Alright, so land. Tangle Tumbler, or I play Druid of the Spade. It just kind of is too big. I think now's a good time to grab Sky Skipper Duo. So I'm gonna play the Forager. Forge a food or 3 cards from your graveyard. We can get rid of 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine, right? 1, 2. Actually, let's get rid of the Baker's Bane duo. Because there's no like world where I would want that back, right? And then we'll get the Sky Skipper duo. Alright. And I do want to leave up Overprotect. For reasons. So maybe we don't play another creature here. Next. No attacks, end turn. Pass. Sure, sure. I will double block the piss out of that. Sure, pass. Block like this. Please activate that. Overprotect. Resolve. And my turn. Okay, so what land do we play? Forest. Next, send in the Forager. Sure. Oh. Okay. Let's see. I can play the Sky Skipper duo. Bounce my Dream Dew Enhancer. But I think I just want to go wider here, right? So let's play this and Tender Wild Guide. Autopay. Oh, maybe I should have attacked with the Dream. No, because then they could have double blocked it. If they have a combat trick, I gotta make them have it. Oh, do you guys think that this is time for a board wipe? Maybe. Jolly Gerbils. Whew, okay. I'm actually gonna stop playing, okay. Polywallop. Whenever you give the card, draw a card. Okay. Lily Splash Mentor. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, so I can play this and then exile this, or bounce this to then tap down their Steomancer Adept. I don't think they would have played out cards like that if they had any way to wipe the board, so we're going to do that right now. Exile this creature. ETBs. Freeze that. Next, we're going to send in this guy. It's a 4/3. I will 100% kill your Jolly Gerbils. Should I also kill the Warren Elder is the question. Sure. And end turn. This is not, yeah, this is not sorcery speed. Now you rub the cat's tum-tum. Fell. Aw, rude. Rude as hell. It's okay. Salvation Swan. Okay. Sure. Resolve. Pass. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. How come it's not letting me do it with this guy? Cancel. That must be a bug. Let's see. They have 2 flyers. I have a reach creature and this thing. Okay. I think we just send this in. Sure. play the Vine Reap Mentor. And then I guess this Camellia. And I don't know why it won't let me do it the other way. Maha, its feathers, night. Okay. Cast creatures by foraging. Okay. That's pretty good. Discard a card. Okay. All my creatures have 1 toughness now. I need to find a way to kill this then. Do I have any more removal spells? I don't think I do. We have another Polywallop. Okay. That's got Menace. Okay. Wait, all my squirrels have Menace. Jolly Gerbs. Okay. Pass to attackers. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Forage, put a 1/1 counter on each other squirrel you control. I could tap that to draw a card. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3. Submit 3. Tap this. Draw a card. And I could do that again, right? Sure. Do I want to get any of these guys? Well, I guess not. So, 1, 2, 3. Submit 3. Okay. Land it is. I guess we could just start sending in the squirrels. And that's a 6. Yeah. Okay. And if we bounce something... I guess I have to sacrifice foods to draw cards. I mean, so, This thing being a 6/5 is also, like, a problem. Yep. Summer don't start. Summer, you. Mwah. She's a bad. Okay, so let's see. I do want to draw a card, so I'm going to sacrifice a food. Create a 1/1. Oh, wow. Okay. And then draw a card. Okay. And then... Vigilance, it's a 6/1. Can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. This is like a huge problem though. Like I am not super thrilled about what's going on here. That's not a squirrel, right? That's a bird frog. This is a raccoon warrior, which means if I bounce this, it doesn't really do anything. So let's just go wide. And if I play that now, put a 1/1 counter on this nerd. Alright, and then I guess I could just put another counter on that one. Oh, I could have blocked the Maha if I had this thing out, actually, now that I look at it. Sure, resolve. They could cast, like, maybe 3 creatures here? No, 2, because they'd have to exile one of their other creatures, actually. Maha is such a problem. I need a removal spell for that ASAP. Glide Dive Duo. Okay. They basically exiled the rest of their library. Pass. Sure. Ooh. Pass. I could block that, but there's no reason to. They can't cast Salvation Swan. Can we win here? Hold on. Sacrifice 1 or more foods. Put a 1/1 counter on each squirrel you control. Huh. We definitely put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Okay. Do we... Ugh, this is rough. This is really rough. Okay. They can block 2 creatures, so they block the 2 biggest things that don't have menace, which is this and this? Which means that it's taking 7... Oh no, that and that. So they take 2 4-power things, right? So let's say... Alright, so that and that. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I think that's it. I think we got them. Yeah. Land. Tumbler. I think we just swing out here. Yep. And then they can't block any of the menace creatures if they block like that, so... let's see. Put a 1/1 counter on... I don't know, Vine Reap Mentor, just in case. Good game. Whew! Maha, your feathers, Knight, get the fuck out of here. That was looking rather hairy, but we were able to get a massive board. And pull off the win. So 1-1. That was starting to look pretty rough. We did get to do the thing though, which was fun, right? The frog hops and everything, with the mentor and the other thing. Anyway, we're 1-1 going into round 3 with Sultai hopping squirrels, which is a weird way of... Do squirrels hop? I feel like they don't. Okay, we gotta draw lands. And this is a later on card. Thank you. Thank you, game. Okay. So we could play Tangle Tumbler next turn. Sure. Elder. Play this. No attacks. I'm not blocking that. I'd like another land, though. It's not a land. Scavenger's Talent. If I gift a tapped fish, I put a counter on this, and then I hit them with... Gift a fish. Target creature I control, one that I don't. Bonk! Really need lands, though. Like, really need lands. Yep. Hit me for 3. Makes sense. Thank you, game. Okay, so... Sacrifice a permanent at the beginning and stuff now. Let's just play this. Because that allows this to be a 4/4. And then we have a 4/4 on defense. Defense! Granted, I've emptied my hand. Repel Calamity. Okay. Getting a food token. Please don't read the card that's on the board. Yes! Tap 2 untapped tokens you control. Haha! Got a 4/4. I mean a 6/6. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Karat Cake. Okay. Cool. And they scry 1. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Can't play this. Can Polywallop. I think... Target player mules 2 cards. Upgrade this a little bit. Tap 2 untapped tokens I control. I think we just gotta swing. I was hoping to draw a blue source for Sky Skipper Hero, but it is what it is. End turn. And let's see. We can get that back with sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, yeah, pass. Yep, just swing. They're missing their second color, and like that's like the 5th land drop where they've just like, yeah, they must have like all other cards in their hand. Or if you've sacrificed a food this turn. Look at this. I'm gonna crack a food. Actually, wait, do I have to tap it to sacrifice it? Yeah, I do. Okay. I think we're on the beat down here, so let me just do that. And if they have like Salvation Swan, sure. It gains them 3, which nullifies the damage from this attack. Oh, it gains them 4, that's right. Okay. They block the 6/6, sure. No reason for me to send the polywallop, to do the polywallop just now. There's their second color. This is where they cast like some stupid bomb. Oh, that's right. I can't draw a card off of Bone Cache Overseer just yet. Moonstone Harbinger. It's a Harbinger. It gets that +2/+2 until end of turn. Yep. Yep. Polywallop. Alrighty. Let's see. Polywally. Tangle Tumbler. I'll attack. If they block the Overseer, they take 6, so yeah. Alright. Completely would have missed that the Tangle Tumbler allows me to put a token on something else, a 1/1 counter on something else. Okay. That's a Starseer Mentor. But that doesn't do much of anything else, right? They're leaving it back. Alright. Discard a card, sacrifice an online permanent. And we'll discard a card. Okay. Head of the Homestead. Tap 2 untapped tokens. Gong gong. Somber, don't start. What do you want? Okay. Leave them at 3, end turn. They might have a board wipe, which would suck. What do you want? What do you want, big girl? If you gain, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. I guess we could sacrifice one of these little tokens, too. What do you want, Furball? Did you eat your mush? Is that what you were trying to tell me? My cat likes to come in, ladies, dickheads, and just yell at me. If you gained or lost life this turn, surveil. Okay. Sour Sonar Strike, 4 damage. I can't activate this, right? Yeah, okay. So resolve. It happens. I get a food token. Pass. Sure. They'd be a fool not to. A fool not to activate it. Okay, so resolve. Oh, they did gain life, that's right. So it's a resolve. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Does this do anything? Target player mills 2 cards. There we go. I didn't need any of those. Cool. My turn. Hey, there's a blue source. Okay, so I'm gonna bluff that I have interaction. I think I activate this food, this with food rather, and just swing out with everything else? No, I don't think that that's good enough here. Oh, it could be. Because we can grow something in response to them chumping. Next, attack. Yep. Okay. Gonna activate this to give this +1/+1. Okay. Gonna sacrifice a food to gain 3. I'm gonna tap this little guy to draw a card. Play a land. And end turn. Now all of my individual critters are lethal by themselves. And if they attempt to board wipe here, I still have access to Tangle Tumbler. Vanishing Light. Okay. Non-land permanent. That thing? Okay. Sure. Sure, it's dead. Pass. Pass. Pass the damage. And... okay. We got an assassin. My turn? Ooh, Wix Patrol here is real good. Oh, I couldn't cast it. Never mind. And they scooped. GG. Here's our next opponent. We're 2-1 going into round 4. Hopefully we can get this game to go as well as the last one. We got a Baker's Bane duo, some removal spells, and a Tangle Tumbler. I think we're going first, so I'd like to draw some lands, if at all possible. Curious Forager. Not even gonna consider playing that. Okay. There's a land. Vigilance. Yeah, I think we will play that. No attacks. I probably should have killed this. Show the creature that's a token or a Rabbit. What is this? Druid of the Spade? Okay. I guess I can't attack that right now. Or rather, I can't do that right now. I think what we do here is we play that. Curse the fact that we missed a lands drop. And hope to get it next turn. Feather of Light. Oof, okay. They're just getting in then. That's a freebie. And they get to put a token on Druid of the Spade. This could go real fast. This could end very, very quickly. Yep. Pass. This doesn't have trample right now, so let me block like this. Pass. Because we can get it back with Curious Forager. Fucking hell. Alright, so Curious Forager. Forage. Target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. When I was, I stepped away for a moment and I thought to myself, yeah, submit food. I thought to myself, I should, it goes into my hand too, which is like a problem. I should put another island in the deck? Cool. That's not what I need at all. That's pretty bad. If I can get a land next turn, Baker's Bane Duo, Vine-Root Mentor, go. Right? Intrepid Rabbit. Oh, God. We're just dying to this. This is what's killing us right here. And this board's gonna be huge. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just fucking dead. No blocks. We're like super dead to this. Cool. Good game. Just died to Mana Screw. Concede. Yeah. I was thinking, let me cut... I gotta cut something too. I'm gonna put another island in there, and I'm going to remove the... What was that card called? Scavenger's Talent. We don't need that, but we do need another island 10, 17. Let's go. Play. Because I realize we have 3 blue spells that require at least 1 blue mana. Right? And so we can't really rely on getting our 1 of Mana Dork or our Bell. I didn't see the Bell the entirety of like the previous 2 games, I think. So, seems fine. We're going to try to play out Camellia before we cash grab. Why? 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 Why is my life like this? Another creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on Mistbreath Elder. Otherwise, yeah. Return it to its owner's hand. Ugh, why? I hate it so much. Sure. Oh, they're playing the Boingy deck. That's a problem. That's a problem right there. Sure. Sure. Cash grab. Oh my god. Literally all the blue cards and then that. Let me hit my blue my land drops. How about that? Perfect. Play this. And then I'm going to Longstalk Brawl, kill the Mistbreath Elder, gifting a tapped fish. So that my creature survives this. And we have a 4/3. Cool. We have a Wix Patrol too. That's going to kill something else. Which is going to feel pretty good actually, once we hit those land drops. It's a shame that we had to like basically go, well, there's our blue combo. But we can still get those cards back. Pearl of Wisdom, sure. Oh, I took out the other thing that gets cards out of my... Alright, so... There's a blue source. I'm gonna attack. Yep. Then we're gonna play... Corpseberry Cultivator. Forge, put a 1/1 counter. Or sacrifice food. Whenever you sacrifice 1 or more foods. Sure. They, like, have a pretty good bounce deck. I think. I'm gonna have to kill the 3-tree scribe. Okay. Let's see. Whenever you sacrifice 1 or more foods, I could forage right now, but there's no reason to, so decline. Sure. That works out. This in front of that. Overprotect. There we go. I didn't want them to have that anyway. Now they could have, you know, Polywallop, which with this board state doesn't actually kill my Camellia. Fine. But also all these menace creatures really helps to mitigate my opponent's ability to defend themselves. If I draw a land here, Wix Patrol just murders this treetop sentries. Thank you. What did I say about drawing a land? 1, 2, 3. Kill that. Forage. Do I want to forage? Actually, you know what? We probably do. You know what? Cash grab, Longstalk Brawl, and Overprotect. Submit 3. Because we want to pressure their life total right now. Leave them at 1. Does it? That means that I probably should have foraged last turn then. There's no board wipe in blue-green, but there is a bounce spell, I think, that like bounces 2 things. Okay, I don't think that's enough. Sure. That comes back, they get a card. Sure. All right, ranking up to gold 3. I'm sorry, gold 1. Hey, gold 1! Let's go. Here's our next opponent. We're 3-2, going into round 6. And we have perfect mana for the first time ever. We're also going first again. God, going first and versus going second matters so much more in this format. Kinda hate that. Got a 2-2. What, do they have shock somehow? Special guest sheet shock? Okay. I will block that. Okay. I'll attack. End turn. I'm not gonna block that because they could just blow me up by casting like some sort of cheap instant or non-creature spell rather. See, there it is. They would have gotten it. Is that also? Oh, it is a mouse too. So that reptilian recruiter is Gonzo. Oh, they might have done that because they needed a land drop, huh? Just continue on the game plan. Oh, there it is. Steam Path Charger, sure. Pass. Sure, pass. Not sacrificing the food just yet. Although I could tap something down for like almost ever. Let's do a Treetop Sandress. Give me that food. That's gone. Give me a land. Bonk. Opponents in the red-black deck. Okay. I think next turn we're gonna... We have all of our blue cards in my hand. Sure. I think next turn I'm gonna Dream Do and Transfer. Lock down the Challenger. Those are all lizards? Okay. I didn't realize this. Oh, that's a mouse, that's why. Okay. Sure. Land? Does it make more sense to just cast the Tender Wild Guide with Offspring to have more mana for the following turn? That's a good question. Because if I do that, then I definitely... You know what? No, screw it. Head of the Homestead. Let's tap out fully. Whoop. Send in the 3-3. Bong. The Steam Path Charger, like, looks like it could be a problem. Alania's Pathmaker. That's, like, gone. Okay. That's a 2-2. That could pump itself. Okay, sure. I think I just send these two in, and then, like, see what they do. Do. Yeah. Ooh, or I could just tap one of these down with the Dream Do Enhance and Transfer. That might be better. Grab those two. Is that my only squirrel? That's my other squirrel. Okay. Just send them in. They have access to 1 black mana. Yep. Sure. Alrighty. Deals 1 damage to me. Sure. End turn. Elena's Pathmaker number 2. Sure. Resolve. They have 2 of those? Jesus. Fell. Okay. Like, that sucks, but what are you gonna do, right? Pass. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's not a good attack for you, buddy. Let's see. Put this in front of that. Unblocker, cash grab. What do we get here? Curious Forager. Dong. Okay, so there's a Polywallop. Let's cast the Wix Patrol because it uses the most of our mana immediately. And let's target the... I guess this could do the most damage, but I'd rather get rid of that. No attacks right now. Actually, you know what? I should have got rid of the Ravine Raider. I'm stupid. I just realized that's a lizard. So if they cast that, they get to grab my Wix Patrol and attack me with it. Yep. Okay. So I lose this little guy. Boom, boom. Okay. This is a really good card in any tribal deck, though. Okay, so Longstalk Brawl is interesting. I also have Polywallop, so I can just clear their board and then smack them. I could just keep bouncing Wix Patrol, too, which is kind of funny. Is that the right thing to do? Just, like, bounce the Wix Patrol, kill their Reptilian Recruiter? Wow, rude. Submit 0. Okay, so take out the trash. Good to know that they had that. I'm not gonna give them a fish. I think I'm just gonna kill their Ravine Raider. Because we could just block that. And if we block the Reptilian Recruiter, we still get back... What's it? Savor? Okay. Sure. Frilled Sharpshooter. Jesus, that's a huge Sharpshooter. Okay. So we play this. That gets us one of those. Then we Polywallop. Kill the 5/5. This can block that. Again, if they didn't get another saver, it's a trade. Okay. I guess they have nothing. Bloop, bloop. Sure. Create another food token. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to get back from our graveyard? I guess I would get back the Wix Patrol. Right. Just to make sure that I have a removal spell. We're going to play Tender, Wild Guide here. Hit him. I have access to 3 food, which means we're at a virtual 12 life. Good game. Got him. Got him. We edged him out every way that we could, and we just drew so many more cards. Leave match. And then when our opponent finally could like deal with our things, it was just like, well, I guess that's like a 3-for-1 in your favor, or 2-for-1 in your favor, you know? I should have used Wix Patrol to kill the lizard the turn before, though, because that way the threatened effect wouldn't have gone off, and I would have been up 1 bunny. Sounds cute. 3 and 2, or sorry, 4 and 2 going into round 7. 4 and 2 going into round 7. Yeah, we would have been up a bunny if I didn't, if I aimed the Wix Patrol properly, and I don't know why I didn't. I guess it's because the other one was a 4-2. Ugh, you know, like sometimes you see that it's just like. This is great, actually. Cash grab can get us another land. Keep one of the few times that we're going second. Opponent is surveilling. I really wish we got a grotto, because the surveil actually helps a lot for this deck. Okay. What is this again? Target a spell, you draw discard if you do draw. Okay. And then there's the Dream Do in Trensar. It's a target creature, right? Yeah. I don't think we block here. Cause yeah, no blocks. Bonk. Hop to it, yeah, see? Okay, so let's do... Oh, I can't cast Divine Reap Mentor. Let's cash grab here. See if we can hit him. Yeah, let's get that swamp. No attacks right now. It looks like they're gonna try to go wide. Especially because they played Hop Tit. Hop Tit! If they use the Trumpet Blast, it's like, sure, that sucks, but also... What? Oh, okay. I was very confused for a second there. Let's play a green source. We'll play Vine Reap Mentor. And then Baker's Bane Duo number 2 and have 4 food out. Right, no reason to Dream Do and Transfer just yet. There's nothing I want to lock down. Harvest Right Host. Okay. Sure. They can loot here. Sure. I will block that. Yeah, that makes sense to block. Bloop. Bonk. Okay. We'll play this. We'll play the Overseer. And then I'm going to leave up... Actually, wait, hold on. If I tap it down with Dream Do in Transfer... What is this? +1/+0. Target creature you control gets +1/+0. Maybe I should Polywall up that? No. Tap that down, draw 2. Cool. And no attacks right now. We're on the defensive. We are at 13 to their 20. Brambleguard Capitan? Sure. Okay. Becomes a 5/3. I still block that with the, this thing. It's not like it has trample. Sure. Play this, play that. We have Overprotect, so I think what we want to do is actually Treetop Sentries here. Alright, that lets us leave up Overprotect. And we'll sacrifice a food. Submit food. To draw a card. Ooh, Tender Wild Guide. No, let's not do that. Although, yeah, no attacks here. End turn. There's like no chance that they attack into this. Or that they don't just let me hit them and then they just like swing back with everything. Veteran Guard Moose. Veteran Guard Moose. Okay. That doesn't do... Oh, it's a scry. Okay. Opponent just wants to make sure that their next draw is okay. Resolve. Pass. Oh, wow. Is it... Oh, plus... Okay. So... Let's gain some life. Okay. Land. And let's see, we have 7. If I play Lily Splash Mentor, I can bounce this with put a counter on it and then tap this down and get a bunch of cards. Actually, you know what? If I play this, I could just Polywall up something for like 2, and that might not be terrible. I think that the Brambleguard Captain is probably the biggest issue. No attacks right now. End turn. Okay. Sure. Alright, resolve. Becomes a 4/4. Resolve. 6/4. Do I care about 6? I feel like I don't really. No blocks. Pass. They pass priority really quickly there. I don't think they have anything else. Okay. So resolve. Bloop, bloop. If that's the biggest thing that they have. Let's see. Corpseberry Cultivator's not the best thing for us right now. If I attack with this, they just definitely kill it. So what I think I want to do here is actually pop this. And tap that down, right? And then if I hop it again, I could tap that down. And then that's funny. No attacks right now. We'll just lock down their whole board. They have 5 little critters. Good game. They had nothing else. They were just like, fuck, he's just gonna keep doing this. Yeah. Yeah, that was the plan. All right, 5 wins, 2 losses. Going into round 8? This is 8. This is 8. God, that is such a good combination. If your opponent's just like, I'm tapped out, it's like, cool, let me just keep bouncing this so that your board can't do anything. Oh. Like, you saw, like, the whole, like the ugh in the forfeit, you know what I mean? This could be better, but it's playable. Gale? Or Gev. That's Gev. Okay. I would have liked, yeah, anything, realistically. Oh, are they gonna make, like, the... Are they gonna get the curve that I wanted? It looks like it. I would have liked that turn too. Yes. What's Fireglass Mentor do? Okay. That does get them card advantage. If they were ballsy, they'd swing out. The fact that they're hesitating this long tells me that they don't have any, yeah. They don't have any, removal spells or anything. We're gonna cast Treetop Sentries. Sacrifice a food. Draw a card. It's good that we did that because... And no attacks here. We would like a 4th land, actually. Possibly a blue source. Game. I hope I didn't take out the bell. Like, I'm thinking about it now. It's like, was the bell still in there? Double checks for bell. Bell is in there. Okay, I haven't seen that bell in quite a while, guys. That's why I'm like, where the fuck is it? Is this when you cast it? Oh, it's when you cast. Okay. Oh, they did that and they're in their main and they tapped out. Okay, I guess this is where your first main, rather. I guess this is where they learn that they don't get to do that. Let's cast this. Next. I guess I'll send this in. I'll offer a trade. Their board's like a little too wide right now. Oh, it won't be a trade. It'll be a... They gotta double block it because of the Menace. I guess I could give it +6, +3, and it gets +1/+1, so it becomes a 6/6. So if they specifically block with this and something else... Okay. End turn. If they specifically block with this token and something else, I can blow them out. Otherwise, it's just 2 for 2. Nocturnal Hunger. No. I need to maintain this board friend. Oh, a Polywallop. Okay. Well, we're gonna play this, and we're gonna hold up Polywally. Next. Offer this trade. Again. I like to offer trades. Bong. And end turn. Polywally. Polywallop. Polywallop. Okay, they have 6 mana. I feel like I've stalled out the board pretty well. They can't really attack into it. Ooh, okay. So I have to kill that. It's twice its power, right? Shh. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Had exactly what we needed. That felt really good, actually. All right, so what are we doing here? What are we doing? We definitely want to play the flyer, which means we definitely want to bounce the Baker's Bane duo, actually. Is that weird? It's the only one that has an ETB. No attacks. Cat in my lap. I got a cat in my lap. Cat in my lap. Don't know if that was a good idea there, friend. Killing my Camilla solves nothing. I would like some lands, though. Like, that was 5. If I draw another land... I should have specified, if I draw a blue land, I can bounce this, right? That's the sound of the Tangle Tumbler? That's horrifying. Can you imagine? You hear that just like down the street? Fuck, that sounds like Gyo. You know, the death stench, the sharks, the walking sharks. Valley Flamecaller. Oh, sorry. Valley Flamecaller. That's pretty bad for us, actually. What could they have? What could they have? Deal damage to a permanent player. Deals 1 more damage. Oh, okay. This is gonna do 4. Not falling for that. It's a trap. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to target player. Sure. We get a second main. We get a second card. Cool. Bonk. They get that. It pings us. Sure. Alright. Instead of playing that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack with this. We're gonna then hop this. Bounce that. And end my turn there. It's that. It's that. Cool. We have our opponent at a 2-turn clock. We just have to survive. Survivor. Also, we have 1 more blocker than they currently are looking at. Okay, exile current creature or target creature, sure. Alright, so there goes the 2-turn clock. The Cindering Cutthroat does 6 if it attacks, which is a problem. The Valley Flamecaller. Okay, that's got Manach, sure. Pass to attackers. Pass to blockers. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Thank you. Thank you, that was great, actually. With Offspring. Auto pay. Seems good. I think we crack a food here. Gain some life, draw a card. Yep. And next. Next. No attacks right now, end turn. They fell for one of the ancient ruses. Veteran Guard Mouse, sure. And Brazen Collector. Neither of which are affected by anything else that they're doing. Okay, my turn. Head of the Homestead's great here, actually. Because we can play this, bounce it. And get more... Oh, did it oh, no, I didn't have another green source. Never mind. Okay. And what I'm going to do is actually sacrifice a food. Draw a card. Okay. Got another land. Play a swamp. Next. Next. No attacks. End turn. Because of this, we have like almost infinite blockers. Because we can just keep making rabbits. Unless they deal with my Lily Splash Mentor. Or my Head of the Homestead. Can I tap this too? No. Okay, my turn. Yep. Vine Reap Mentor. That's great. Crack a food. Activate ability, draw another card. Okay. Don't have another green source, so that's fine. This can't be blocked by creature's power 2 or less, so... Next. I'm gonna send this in, actually. Like, they could block this with Fireglass Mentor. Sure. Oh. Wait, does that do extra damage? Oh, it's mouse, mice. Okay, so yeah. I guess I should have put a counter on it. That's not good enough. Alright, end turn. We're slowly crawling up our life total and drawing a bunch more cards than our opponent. Let's see. Reptilian Recruiter. Resolve. Resolve. Sure. They're gonna steal that, but they can't, like, kill it. And it doesn't do extra damage. I'm just gonna let that hit me. Or even just put one of the bunnies in front of it. Because there's no sacrifice a creature to draw cards in this format spell, right? Pass. Sure. Pass. I guess we just block like that, I don't know. Resolve. Sure. What'd they get? Ooh, Valley Rot Collar. Alright. Whenever that attacks, I lose 5. Ooh. Jeez. Okay. We'll activate this to put a 1/1 counter on. My turn. Okay. Too many lands is what they call this. I think I activate this to bounce you, Baker's Main Duo. Gives me a food. Sacrifice the food. Draw a card. Sure. Curious Forager's great here. But let's save that for like a real useful creature type card. Bounce. Head of the Homestead. Bounce. Head of the Homestead. Next. Next. Do I just attack with Vine Reap Mentor? I guess I do, right? Because, like, it's too much to, like, ignore. Opponent is like letting me go off with this absolutely silly deck. And I appreciate that out of them. Sure. Okay. They trade. Then I get another food. End turn. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I can get to have 8 more creatures in them, I win. 10, 11. Blooming Blast. Okay. They gave me a treasure. I guess they didn't want me to draw double a turn. Pass. Sure. 2 lands. I think whatever card they have in their hand is Scales of Shale. This is actually really gonna upset them. Yeah. Do I just send in the Baker's Bane? Yeah, I'll send in the Baker's Bane. Good game. They're like, I'm over it. Would you stop playing stupid shit? I like it. I love it. That was great. Yeah, I did have fun. I did have fun. View battlefield. Opponent just let me go off with the whole bounce thing. It's just like, yeah, I'll bounce this for some food. I'll bounce this for some food. I'll bounce this for some food. I'll crack a food and draw a card. 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 I'll make 2 more bunny tokens. I'll make 2 more bunny tokens. I'll make 2 more bunny tokens. I'll draw 2 cards. I'll tap that down. I'll tap that down. That was it. That was like the win condition right there. It was just like, here's the combo. Sorry. Leave match. That was great. What a stupid deck. Oh my god, is this the last one? It is. We're 6-2. This is our final boss, everybody. My fellow dickheads, I want to thank you for watching. If you've been watching this long, if you have enjoyed this and the weird combo winter we've put our opponent into, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. This is unkeepable, so we're gonna mulligan that. This is not better. I'm gonna keep it because if we mulligan again and our opponent doesn't, we're fucked. And I think we put the Lily Splash Mentor to the bottom. All right, cool. Thank you. Sentries and Polywall up to the bottom, the 2 duos, and the Fountain Board Bell. Perfect. Perfect. I love you, opponent. They did exactly what I needed them to do. So Forest, Bell, get a Swamp. Next turn, Swamp, Duo, keep 5. Okay, so Treetop Sentries and Polywall up. And this feels pretty bad, but what are you gonna do? Take action. What are you gonna do? You know? Swamp. Okay. Swamp. Duo! Create a food. Opponent also creates a food. Perfect. Perfect mana. Please trade. Yes, I want this board to be as lean as possible. Damn. I wanted the board to be lean, damn it! Pass. I will 100% do this. Strike Force. Okay. Activate ability. Strike Force. Okay. Druid of the Spade. This isn't enough to trigger that thing, so I'm not going to attack yet. Druid of the Spade feels pretty good here, but I would like some real cards. There's no way that they don't just attack with that. Rust, Shield, Rampager. Yep, just for 2. Okay, so there's a cash grab. That's great. And in fact, what I'm gonna do is send in the Druid first. Bong. Play the Mentor. Get a food. I'll play that at the end of their turn. No reason to think that. Let them think that I don't have action. Ha ha! Okay, they have their own Druid of the Spade. This can go very poorly, considering. I'm surprised they're not attacking with the Rush Shield around Pager. Cash grab. Let's get the head of the homestead. Well, hold on. Let's get the Camellia. Camellia! War Tortle. U2, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl. Alright, we're gonna grab this. So the worst part about Longstock Brawl, it is that it is a fucking... It's gonna die. Whatever is about to... whatever I aim this at dies. I could aim Druid of the Spade at Strike Force, gifting them a fish. And attack with that too. This has Menache. That trades with that. That's fine. Because again, want to keep their board lean. We also have 4 foods. We haven't lost a single removal spell. We did shuffle away the Polywallop from the bottom. So, we haven't seen a single removal spell from the opponent though. But they have been playing some really high quality cards. Hive Spine Wolverine. Okay, they get to destroy one of our foods at the very least. Yep. Okay. Let's see, how does this work? Whenever you sacrifice one of our foods, create a 1/1 forage, put a 1/1 on each other squirrel you control. Okay. So, each other squirrel. So, I send this in. I guess? And this? No. Because if they double block it, I just sacrifice a food and make it bigger. Sure. That seems fine. Done. Activate this. Forage. Oh, I could just, Sure. That kills that. And... yeah, that seems fine. Gong, gong. When it dies, create a food token. There we go. We have our army in a can, and her name is Camellia, the Seedmiser. God, she spits one out, and then it gets a 1/1 counter. Oh. We didn't really get to play her that much today. Otherwise, I'd have been like, damn, girl. That ass is fat. Alright, so they're going to try to get that thing going on. Alright. Create or kill another. Yep. Okay. Bone Cache Overseer. And then I guess I send that in. Yeah. Seems good. They got Menace. I can pump them whenever I want to. It's literally army in a can nonsense. In fact, if they double block the Baker's Bane duo, I just crack 2 foods, make it a 6/6. right? If they put both of those in front of that, I crack 2 foods. They lose the 2. They 2 for 1 themselves, and I get 2 more squirrels. I think that's great, actually. And opponents like Jackdaw Savior. I return another creature card with less amount of value from your graveyard to the battlefield, which would be Baker's Bane Duo. Okay. Sure. I think I will still, like, sack a food. Push damage through. I probably should have attacked with this now that I'm looking at it. Oh, did I not do that right? I didn't do that right. Oh, that kills it anyway. Never mind. That kills that anyway. Okay. I'm supposed to tap Camellia to do it. That makes a food, end turn, then they can crack a food, gain some health. Resolve. Pass. And this will allow me to use Bone Cache Overseer to also just draw more cards, which is going to be real good here. Okay. Bravekin Duo, expend 4. I don't care about that. I hope they attack even. I need them to have less blockers. Opponents in top deck mode almost, like myself. And this, yep, good game. Hey, second trophy. Haha. And this deck was kind of grindy, right? Like, I think they saw it too. It's like we have a thing going on here. Every time I sacrifice a food, which I do through Camellia, tap it, draw a card, right? Make a squirrel, put a token on all of my squirrels. This is just like Squirrel Armageddon, you know? And then they had to basically trade down for everything. It's just like, I guess I double block that and it kills both of them. Yeah. What a good deck. I like this deck. That first loss feels like a weird outlier. Every other match was just like, yeah. We're just doing the thing. And that's 7-2, ladies and gentlemen. That is my second trophy for the format. Let's look at the deck real quick. There were some changes and some picks that I made that were just sort of like, guys, don't sleep on Camellia. Don't pass Camellia unless there's something that's like way better than Camellia. I did not realize that when you activated its ability, it makes a 2/2 squirrel just on top of everything else. That's great. That's amazing. This deck had some really good grind out potential, and it also was able to go fast, right? I wish we had more Vine Reap mentors. These Baker's Bane duos do make a pretty good substitution for them, especially because like they're easier to cast and they're common, so you should see more of them. Druid of the Spade, not terrible actually. I thought that this was gonna be like way too slow, like a 3-mana 2/3. Oh no, sorry, not Druid of the Spade. Sorry. Where are you? Treetop Sentries. I thought this was gonna be too slow. It kind of is, but you know, 4 mana for a 2/4 with reach that draws you a card still feels pretty good. We cut a lot of like the fun cards like Scavenger's Talent and Coiling Rebirth, you know, which both are very recursive in order to play a more streamlined deck, right? Streamlined, quote unquote. And all of our blue cards were at the top of our curve, but they were super worth it, right? Lily Splash and Dream Dew. These froggies, this combination, I know it's a rare and an uncommon, and you likely will not get it, but holy crap. That's just rude. Just being able to, like, for 3 mana, tap something down for 2 turns and have this enter with a 1/1 counter on it is just, it's nuts. That's stupid. That's like the silliest thing. And I guess the blue-green deck really wants to drag out the game longer, which is fine because the black-green deck also seems to want to do that as well. And we did manage to do that, right? Like, we made the game go longer. We kept abusing ETBs to get more food, to then either pad our life total or, you know, just draw cards with Bone Cache Overseer, right? This deck was insane. It didn't even have that much graveyard recursion. All we had was the Curious Forager. All we had was Curious Forager to recur stuff from our graveyard. Corpseberry Cultivator seems okay, I guess. I think that this would have been fine if, like, we had Camellia out and we just kept foraging away foods. I think that would have been great, but like we never had that combo going, you know. And I guess this deck could have been like a little bit tighter if I cut the blue cards, but we won so many games off of Dream Dew Entrancer and Lily Splash Mentor. And Sky Skipper's duo, not for nothing, being a 3/3 flyer is, I guess, kind of fine. And sometimes, you know, like when you bounce it with the Mentor and it comes back. And it's now a 4/4 flyer. Even better. But if you're watching on the YouTube and you enjoyed that, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you can catch me streaming more Magic the Gathering content as well as video games and other nonsense. But until next time, stay safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow. And remember, drink plenty of water, guys. I will catch you dickheads later. Have a good evening, folks.